He's keen to get home.
Jason shouted twice in a row. The attendants in the carriage finally snapped out of their shock. And the reason Jason made such a dangerous move was only to capture an extremely dangerous terrorist. He kept pushing through the crowded people, guided constantly by the tech team. He immediately spotted the terrorist disguised as a cop. But before he could step into that carriage, the terrorist bolted out of the carriage. The two of them slid quickly down the elevator shaft. He chased the terrorist all the way into the subway tunnel. Jason tried to take him down with his pistol, but the man suddenly stopped on his own.
Now, here's your prize. The latest thing from my local toy store. It's called Radio.
I do hope that wasn't for me.
No, but that is.
When an entire train came crashing down before his eyes, only then did Jason realize this terrorist was more insane than anyone he had ever faced. Just a week earlier, Jason had been sent to an FBI branch in Turkey, but the moment he entered, he was stunned by the scene. Every colleague lay unconscious on the floor, and even the list of spies hidden in enemy territory had been stolen, under the orders of Madame Mem. Jason quickly jumped into his partner's car, chasing a suspicious BMW. But after chasing for 2 blocks, his partner still could not force them to stop. With no choice, Jason grabbed the wheel, swerved hard, and flipped the BMW. Once the car came to a stop, the terrorist Roan jumped out, firing wildly. Jason had to duck behind a fruit stand. Just then, several local police rushed over, but they were taken down before they could even get close. Seeing Roan about to ride off on a police bike, Jason wasted no time grabbing a stranger's motorcycle and sped after him. His partner, to clear the view, smashed down the shattered windshield. The two of them weaved through the streets on the bike, and when the road ahead was blocked, they even drove the motorcycle onto the rooftops. Jason chased Roan all the way to the bridge, with the female agent ahead, and Jason closing in behind. Roan leaped onto a moving train, and Jason, unwilling to give up, followed immediately.
What happened?
They're on the train, Mom.
What do you mean on the train?
I mean they're on top of a train.
Well, get after them, for God's sake.
Jason used the carriages for cover and exchanged heavy fire with Roan. But after only a few shots, his magazine was already empty. Jason quickly came up with an idea. He climbed into an excavator, planning to use it to get close to Roan. He raised the excavator arm to block the bullets while driving it closer to Roan. His partner saw the broken connection between the cars and immediately warned Jason of his plan. At this critical moment, Jason hooked the train car ahead with the excavator bucket, then used the hook to leap into another carriage with their bullets gone. They began fighting hand to hand. By then, his partner had driven to the end of the road. She quickly pulled out a sniper rifle, ready to take the shot at Roan. But with Jason and Roan locked in combat, she had no clear shot at him. As the train was about to enter the tunnel, Madame Mem gave the order.
Can you get into a better position?
Negative, there's no time.
Take the shot.
I can't, I may hit Bond.
Take the bloody shot!
But the bullet did not strike Roan as planned. Instead, it hit Jason. Madame Mem turned away with a heavy look. Jason was the child she had raised herself. She had long seen him as her son, but in the face of national interest, she still chose to give the order to fire. But since the mission had failed, Madame Mem was immediately removed from her post, and even expelled from her office on the way back to intelligence headquarters. Her assistant received a call saying her personal computer had been hacked. The assistant rushed to shut it down remotely, but instead a mocking animation of Madame Mem popped up on the screen. Just as they were about to arrive at headquarters, a huge traffic jam appeared ahead. Madame Mem got out ready to identify herself, but the next second, to everyone's shock, Jason was still alive. He had once seen Madame Mem as his mother, but because of the shot she ordered, Jason had completely lost his trust in her. He spent his days drowning in pleasure and distraction, until the day news broke that headquarters had been bombed. Jason still could not calm his heart. The next night, when Madame Mem returned home from work, she found Jason waiting by her window,